So why Tommy Sotomayor being assaulted was good for men? Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Conversation Elijah Reason. And as always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So I don't want to keep talking about this fight that Tommy had on Fresh and Fit. We know it's old news by now. But if a point needs to be made out of it, then the point needs to be made. Now, after the fight happened, I would go around to different YouTube channels and checking out the comment section as I always do. And basically in the channels in which were against Tommy, you saw a lot of people saying that Tommy and Fresh and Fit are through. Now, I thought that was very laughable because, first of all, Tommy, if Tommy was through and done and his channel was dead, he would have been through a long time ago. I mean, all the channels that he had to start, I mean, let's be realistic here. And he's still up and going strong. Now, Fresh and Fit, they basically, I think they were banned or canceled for like 3 or 4 days, something like that. After that, they were uploading videos, doing After Hour podcasts live and so on and so forth. So none of them are dead. But why is this situation good for men? Well, this is another example of the illusion of women, of feminism, of wokeness. It's just completely delusional. You know, these people, there are people out here literally saying that Tommy was wrong. But anybody who objectively watched the video could see that Tommy did nothing wrong. The chick was in the wrong. She was the one that was being ridiculous, not listening to what people were saying. You know, she clearly was talking, had her mouth open and clear as closed. Tommy answered her question. She didn't accept the answer. So she was the one that was being idiotic, and she was the one that was wrong. Again, you got up, you were the one that physically assaulted someone. The person who's the first to hit is the person who's generally in the wrong. And there's no excuse, because there's nothing that anyone can say that's the justification for hitting someone. Okay, there's no justification for that. Nobody can say where she was being emotionally abused. That's BS. You don't put your hands on anyone, and she hit first, so she was in the wrong. But to show you how ridiculous some black females can be, not all black females, of course, but it's a shame that you have to keep saying not all. But the next day, they did another live broadcast, After Hours podcast. Tommy was on that one. And it basically was a rap that showed about what happened in the fight. They just broke down the footage. And if you watch that video, all the females, the non-black females who were at the table, right, in a round table, they all was agreeing with Tommy because they all saw the video and was saying like she was wrong. But the 2 black females there who was on the couch because they showed up late, they were still on the side of the female. And if you notice, they did the same thing that Shay Means did. They kept repeating the same nonsense. One of the black females, right? Well, yeah, I know she did this, but Tommy, you're grown. And she kept repeating that nonsense the whole time. It's like that's just how delusional they are. But this incident is just more fuel, more weapons in the arsenal of men standing up for rights. Any man can look at this and see how delusional these people are, saying that this man is wrong when the evidence is clearly that he's right. He was right in this. She was wrong. This is more fuel to encourage men to say, hey, we need to stand up for rights. We need to get society back, because society is going off the cliff with all this wokeness. Wokeness is just going to, it's like I said, it's a bus going off the cliff, and they're pushing their foot on the gas, taking us off the cliff, and we need to stop this. We need men to stand up and be men, and that's why I say it's time for a men's rights movement resurgent, not just for men, but for society in general and at large. And the more we see incidents like this of the insanity that people can just flat out lie in spite of evidence, the more it just can encourage men to stand up to be men. And that's why this incident was so good, beneficial for men, because like I say, anybody who's being objective looking at this easily see that the woman was in the wrong. But anyway, that's my little 2 cents on this. Again, we need a men's rights resurgence like there's no tomorrow. Now it's just as better time as any, and I don't see how any of the MGTOWs could keep saying, well, we tried it already. We didn't. But anyway, y'all, as always, 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 until next time.